In this video, we're going to talk about tracking your keywords and how to link them to your PPC. Now, this is slightly more in-depth and advanced video. It's going to take some time for your listing to be live and start generating sales before you can even do this. However, it's actually important to set it up from day one so you can monitor how your keywords perform and how you can increase your performance over time. So this is, again, something that a lot of people miss out on because, yes, they look at doing keyword research, they include relevant keywords in their listings, but they don't actually monitor how they perform. There's almost no point in doing it unless you know which keywords are your best keywords, which are causing your sales to come through, and how we can increase your performance in relation to that. So we're going to cover why you track your keywords, how to track them and monitor them over time, and also, again, slightly more in depth, adding them to your PPC. So the first thing I want you to do is, I'll just remember that we've got a keyword tracking and links to PPC guide. Now, this is actually going to be one of your more valuable guides because it's step by step on how to do this, because it could be a bit technical if you're unsure or you haven't done it before. Will become easy once you've done it a few times. It is very straightforward, but I've put a guide in there of how to do this through a software, and then also how to actually add keywords to your PPC. So the first thing I want you to do is revisit, if needed, video 2 in this series, which was how to do your keyword research and generating a keyword list. In this one, I've just got a very short 10 keyword list, but I would suggest going up to perhaps 30 keywords, and we're going to track those in a software which I'm going to show you in a minute, and we can see how they perform over time. So if we take our listing, we've included these keywords throughout the listing in things like the title, which is very important for organic rankings, as well as your bullet points and the back end of the listing, as well as the A+ content further down. So there's two ways of doing this. You can do it in a more manual form if you've got Helium 10. There is tracking within Helium 10. You can copy in the ASIN or the product that you are looking at or you're working with, and it will give you your keyword list, and you can search by the organic rank, and you can monitor how you move up and down over time. However, the best way I found to do this is using ZonGuru, because they've actually got a keyword tracker. And in this is one of their tools. If you go down to monitoring and alerts and click on keyword tracker, you can actually copy and paste this list of keywords and your product. So find the product that you're advertising. Let's say it's this one. You add in your product, and then you copy and paste your keywords, and it will actually show you your position as it relates to each keyword. And then it will also show you your position change over time. So let's say this is the particular product that we're looking at. You can say, for example, this keyword here, we're actually in position 1. We've moved up 4 positions. So that's really big. Going from position 4 to position 1 is going to be a big change, especially for a high search volume keyword. So that's very important. So you know this particular term is very important to you. It shows that customers are converting when they click on that. If someone wants to search for this particular term and buy your product, it's going to boost you up the organic rank. So what I want you to do is take that and ensure it's being added to your PPC. What I would suggest doing is doing single keyword ads, and this is not going to be how to actually set up your PPC. Again, there's going to be a separate course relating to that. But what I want you to create a new campaign, if you don't have this already, with focusing on just one keyword. So it's a single keyword campaign. You're going to do an exact match, and we can look at doing phrase, but the main thing you want to do is exact match, and you add this exact keyword or search term into your advertising. We know it performs well because you're boosting up the rankings for it. So I'd suggest you would get a profitable return on your advertising as well. So that's sort of one that you want to improve. Now, if we were to scroll down, these ones have not done so well. Now, if you decide that this is an important keyword for you, it's very relevant for your product. So you're tracking it for a reason, but you're starting to drop down the rankings, okay? They've dropped down 5 positions. They're on page 2. If you want to boost that up to page 1, you want to start getting more sales for it, add this one into your PPC as well and start to go heavy on PPC as it relates to that. Then you will notice that you'll start to come back up, because if it's a relevant keyword, people will start to buy, and your organic rank will go up over time. And you can just keep scrolling through. You can monitor this over time, find the keywords that you want to focus on, and see how your performance changes over time. Now, especially ones that just drop from, say, page 1 to page 2, you will notice a big drop in sales from that if you are tracking it. You will only know that if you actually track the keywords. So that's essentially what you need to do. It's quite sounds complex. It's a bit more in depth than just setting up and finding keywords, but it is important to monitor this over time, because what you'll find is these will steadily start to drop down if you don't focus on them. It may be that you add a new keyword to the list, you add that to your title. You find something that you're not ranking very well for. So say this one here, it's down in position 266. If that is relevant to you, what you can do is you can take that and then you could add it into the title, take something else out that perhaps is not doing so well, and then what you'll start to find is your ranking will start to go up because you've added that to your title. We know other terms are doing well. This one's not doing so well. You want to add that to your title, perhaps the back end of your listings, and you'll start to see your ranking go up. The same can be said for adding it to your PPC. Again, create a single product exact match. I've probably in sponsored products campaign, and then we'll start to target that. And the goal is to always see your keywords going up. So hope you found that useful. It's something that you need to monitor and continue to do over time. This is something that the biggest brands do. They actually monitor their data very closely. It sounds more complex than it is. You just need to know the procedure for doing it, which I've explained in this guide here. Just make sure you monitor it. It will make the difference from being an average seller to being an advanced seller. This is what all the big brands are doing. They do not make changes to their listings. They don't split test things without actually tracking the results. So make sure you track the results, and then you'll start to continue to scale and increase your performance over time.